kings. We had concubines. We had multiple wives. We had multiple chicks.
Bro,
right?
but...
Go for it. Why are we forcing this old way of living onto our new generation? I'm not telling my kids you need to get fucking married. Right? You want to know why? Because if it ain't for you, it just ain't for you. It's really just that simple. Right? What are the actual benefits to being married? Most people get married because A, they can't get it themselves, right? B, they grew up in a house where they felt like the pressures, well, I have to get married because my mom was married, my granddaddy was married, my great granddaddy was married, right? This is what we do. No, fuck that, right? Be your own person. Find that. But don't just settle because you think that I have to get married because this is part of our lineage. You don't have to get married.
So I want... Oh, go ahead.
May I?
I definitely going to go last on this because I'm going to be a hoe. Go ahead.
One, this dude at 16 said, I want to make you my wife. At that young age, he already knew that he wanted to be a husband. And you do have boys who, for whatever reason, sees value in being a husband, or maybe not even being a husband, but having a family, having children, and it can be early. The next thing is how we are invested into as girls, black girls. For years, it was go to school. Like, how do you be the best black woman you can be, right? For your community and for your future husband. I feel like there was a bit of a myth. Go to school and get educated because he's going to want an educated black woman. True, right? You all do appreciate an intelligent woman. You do appreciate someone that can make good decisions, right? But do we have to have a PhD? No, right? But there was some value ascribed to the, one, invest in yourself. You can do whatever your heart desires. I'm happy that somebody encouraged me to continue to go to school. I love the fact that I'm a scientist. However, when being told that in dating as a black woman that you need to find a black man that matches or exceeds, that's when we start to run into some sticky parts. Because only 3% of PhDs are black, right? And so that small population of people, also, where am I going to find them? And so the more education I have, if I ascribe to that tenet of finding someone with equal or more education, I already have a small pool of brothers to date from. What I heard that she was saying is that if you are a woman that wishes to have a family, be very well aware that as men age, they become more attractive. As women age, we become less attractive. Doesn't matter how many degrees you have. Doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter how much surgery you've had. Doesn't matter how big your house is. How many kids you don't have. How many decent baby daddies you do. As you all get older and flyer, you get older women wanting you, younger women wanting you. And that's what she said, optionality. She's now making it clear that education and money is not going to get you the person that you think is going to be available for you. So be thinking about building relationships now at 25, right out of college. Not getting married, but if you know you want to be a wife and a mother, you know how many black women making $300,000 a year got to freeze their eggs? Because they're trying to figure out what partner, and because men that have no children are a high commodity right now. Like, pick of the litter. You can pick any woman, you right? Like, especially if you have some resources. There are men who have education, no kids, and they got women up and down the age spectrum trying to get chose by them.
Right. And so
not quite. Because y'all ass can get a woman before I could. I don't know what it is, but that ring y'all wear attracts the shit out of women, bro. You know why? Because y'all, just like I said, a single guy like me, a woman that's single attracts to guys like y'all. They like, we ain't got to go with these wife for you. Like, they got to do. We just fucking go home. Someone like that. We just talked about this last week, right?
Mm-hmm. So one thing on that, like I was saying, on that whole conversation of what she brought up, I feel like she's 40 and she's feeling it now. She's understanding it. Because that's not the same tune she was speaking not too long ago. You dig what I'm saying?
What did she say? So I don't know this woman.
So Ebony K. Williams, and first time I saw her was probably on the Breakfast Club. I think she's an attorney and she has a podcast or something now, whatever. She just mentioned that she wouldn't date a bus driver or whatever because of her status, this, that, and the other. But now she's realizing that status means nothing to a man that's actually looking to build a family. Now you pushed your limits, you over the hill, you know what I'm saying? Children are probably not in your future.
Higher risk pregnancy.
You did what I'm saying?
That we get.
Right. And then now you want to tell girls coming up behind you, like, look, if you think that's something you want, you better start looking at it immediately.
Yeah.
Because the niggas that you looking at right now and you surpassing them and like, nah, we good. About 10 years, you gonna be done dropped in value. And he gonna be up now. You know what I'm saying?
Who wants to marry a 40-year-old woman who's stuck in her fucking ways? She's used to being independent. She's used to not being subservient.
She's not gonna compromise.
She's used to only taking care of her, right? Guess what? I'm coming in saying, okay, I want to be married. You don't even know what that looks like. You just know that I've accomplished everything I wanted to accomplish as an individual. At no point did you say, hey, I want to share. You've been selfish for 40 fucking years. I gotta undo 40 years of that shit. So that I ain't gonna be happy until you 80? You got me fucked up.
I saw this thing. I'm like, that might take you 40 years to do that.
And that's what and I feel like that was something that struck me when I saw it. I'm like, this is funny because I know you. I listen to your trash.
But isn't that what we want to see? We want to see people
change,
connect the dots, right? Because that was had I listened to 10 years ago when I started dating after my divorce. If I would have listened to the women in my life, I wouldn't have a man in my life now.
Yeah, women.
Because the way that we think about who's valuable, who deserves love, who deserves your attention, right? You have we were kind of doing this little conversation about women will purposely go on girls' trips, the ones that have money, because they don't want to pay for their man who can't afford to go. But a man, for example, won't leave his lady behind because she doesn't have money to go.
As men, you can't take guys' trips until you've taken your woman somewhere.
I never thought of it that way.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you got to take your woman somewhere first, and then you can go on the guy's trip. You're not going on the guy's trip 2 times back to back.
You said, yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying? Like, real shit. Back to something that Amon said, Joe, when it comes down to telling your children if you want them to get married or not. I got 3 girls, and my youngest is my son, right? I want marriage for all of them. You dig what I'm saying? Like, that's something that my 21-year-old, she's in college right now, her senior year. I told her, you're not finna kick it all 20s and then think about that shit later. By the time you 25, 26, start seriously thinking about dating with intentions. You know what I'm saying? Because you need to get yourself in a position where I feel like, honestly, you find you a husband by the 27, 28. Because I want grandchildren. I want this legacy to continue.
But that's selfish.
I don't care.
That's selfish, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because I do. You know why, though?
But you picking their future for them.
Exactly, because that's something.
That,
but here's the thing.
You only got them.
Here's the thing. This is something that you build. Me, myself, Joe, I am building all of this so that we can continue this legacy. It's about family for me. I didn't have 4 children because I wanted a small family and no legacy. I wanted to keep this going. The greatest joy that I get is when me and my wife family, we see them coming together. And we got 200-300 people here because of our union. You dig what I'm saying? That's how you continue to build. Marriage wasn't based on religion. Marriage was based on the families growing. It used to be arranged. So if you own the west side, I own the south side, our kids gonna get together, and now we own it all. You dig what I'm saying? So that's how I'm looking at it. Yeah, you can call it selfish. I don't go to work and bust my ass every day so you can just go and kick it. No, this is to keep it going. This
so
to keep
if
it
your children
moving.
Don't want children, then what?
And then we got a problem. What we doing? Like real shit. What we doing? We trying to grow. My mama the oldest of 13. My father like the middle of 10.
So I see what you looking at.
You dig what I'm saying?
You looking at build past history.
Real shit. I'm talking about this a legacy. A kingdom, goddammit, can't fall after me. You dig what I'm saying? And that's how it goes. When a king and queen gets together, you build a fucking legacy.
But hold on. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Do you think they got a great example? Because I think you're showing them a great example. You don't have to force it.
That's what I'm saying.
They seeing it.
Yeah, and the only way they understand.
The question was, do you need to tell them? You don't have to
I tell them too. Yeah, no, fuck that. I make it clear. I'm gonna make it clear to you too.
You and your wife are setting. My point is, you and your wife are setting a great example for your kids. Mm-hmm. They see y'all in the house together. Mm-hmm. Correct?
Right.
So you ain't gotta force it down their throat like we saying they forcing.
No, it ain't necessarily forcing. I remember my oldest said she didn't want kids, so I told her, "Let's have a seat. Let's have a talk." You did. It's different. I'm gonna keep it real.
Change her mind,
nah, she already. Look, we've already.
I'm not okay with that.
And we've already discussed.
First of all, I'm FDK all day. Fuck them kids.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Dead ass. So my oldest twin ones, I'm a pop now, right? She had a child. I told her this ain't what you wanted. She did it anyway, right? My 20-year-old, she don't want kids. I'm okay with that. I'm completely okay with that because I know what having children, what it comes with, right? Especially if you're talking about outside of marriage, right?
I'm talking about marriage first.
Even within marriage, right?
Hey,
Even within marriage, you know what I mean? You're gonna have fights.
Deal with it. That's life,
shit,
baby.
Right? But guess what? What I'm saying is, if you are telling your fucking kids you gotta fucking have a baby, you gotta get a woman pregnant, you gotta get married, why? You know what I'm saying? Why? Yeah, because I don't.
So if your daughter falls in love with a man that marries a man that can't have children, is that okay with you?
I mean, that's fine. What y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna be fruitful or what?
But he can't have kids.
Then what? So what are we going to do?
She's marrying him.
She has to fucking divorce him and find another nigga.
You gotta have some kids. Y'all figure it out.
Where the kids coming from?
Nigga, hey, listen, I've seen lesbian couples have children.
Are you paying for your daughter's marriage?
Shit, I'm supposed to.
According to who?
Nigga, that's how it goes. What do you mean?
Why?
The wedding? You mean the wedding?
Yes.
Because that's tradition, bro.
He's traditional.
Fuck tradition.
Traditional Terry. That's what they call me. I'm tradition, so I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm that type where, listen, I literally want those things. I want my kids to be fruitful. My thing is this. I'm put it to you just like this. What I have with my wife and my family, I think is the best shit in the world. I want that for my children. You dig what I'm saying?
But they gotta
running around, but running around, I can't preach to all these different people. Get married, have kids, build you a family, build a legacy, and don't even want that shit for my own. That's hypocritical.
I'll say for the oldest one, I think it's fair to help younger women understand our biological clock, because when you push up against 30 and you have the doctor telling you like, oh, you have a 50% chance of your
of a
child
successful
being
motherfucking pregnancy,
born with a with some genetic defect. It's scary. You get up to 35 and now they're like, you're high risk. You get up to 40, they're like, all right, you can't move, right?
Yep. You bedridden, you might fuck around die, but we'll try and save the baby.
So I remember this dude. He was like, the woman that he was with withheld that she couldn't have kids, and they had been with each other. They weren't married. They weren't married. They were together for about 15. Met in high school. He moved her in, and she then told him like, I can't have kids. I don't want kids. And so he tried to finesse some babies. Like, well, you could just kind of get pregnant. I'm like, first of all, you're in a relationship. Second of all, no, I'm not having kids, like secret kids with you. And so, but he wanted a family. But now he's in this relationship with a woman, and he's torn. Like, all right, we've been here for 10 years. And what is it that you do when one person wants a child, one doesn't? But I'm like, yo, I'm at the age now where I literally could die on the table.
Then he needs to leave.
I can't. Like, no.
He needs to leave because here's my thing. His natural instinct is to want to procreate and keep his bloodline going. If you not only withheld that information and lied about it to keep me around, knowing if you would have told me this 7 years ago, I could have been up out of here. You played with my time. You dig what I'm saying? Because you knew this was something that I wanted. That's our whole fucking reason of being here. You dig what I'm saying? When it come down to it, you remove the human aspect because we got the right to reason and feel how we feel and make all these punk ass decisions. If we was just running around in the fucking woods like we should have been, niggas just know it the same. Hey, when that sun come out in the spring, we fucking. We knocking shit up.
So you actually were one of 10 men on Earth that wanted to get married.
Oh my God.
I mean, shit. My thing. So. Yeah, eventually.
Yes.
I knew it was like, Well, no, but because me and my wife been together since high school. So, it was like, eventually I know we were going to get married. You dig what I'm saying?
So you wanted to get married?
Yeah.
You also wanted to have kids?
Yeah. I always wanted kids. You know what I'm saying? So, and then I also...
How old were you when you said, I want to be a daddy?
Shit. Niggas be like, whatever happens type shit. When you be fucking around. You feel me? And but here's my thing. I had great examples. And I knew I'd be straight. Like, I knew I would, like...
My parents been together 30 plus years, bro. I never sat around and said, I can't wait to have what they have, bro.
You know what I'm
and I'm going to tell you why, right? Mm-hmm. Because as good parents, you're never supposed to let your kids see you...
The bickering and all that. Yeah.
Like the ugly part of the marriage, right? So they lying to me any fucking way about what it really is. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So why in the fuck would I take them as an example to say this is what I want, right? They're only going to show me what they want me to see, right? It's
brand
cool.
management.
Exactly. It's cool to have that if you find that, right? Mm-hmm. Only thing that you learn from growing up in a household, being married, is that it takes more than just love.
Yeah,
right?
Facts.
I was never the guy like, hey, I can't wait to get a girlfriend. I can't wait to be married. I can't wait to have kids.
Bro,
you got to be exceptional for me, in my mind, right? Mm-hmm. And that shit's still crazy. I'm 10 years in. That shit's still crazy to me, mm-hmm. right? People used to tell me, man, I can't believe you're married. Yeah, I know. Me either, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. It's super weird. Like being raised by a single mother, never mm-hmm. thought about marriage. And honestly, when I was asked, I didn't know I could say no. Like, it wasn't a conversation ever about marriage or create. It never was no one talked to me about creating a family or saying yes to the right person. Now that I'm thinking about would I wed again, it's a little bit more complicated. When you already have existing children or the person has children, I read these weird stories about the old couple who their second marriages, and then like the kids take away the mom to Florida because they got to take care of her, and that's not their dad, so they're leaving him. Like, I'm just very uncertain about relationships.
Yeah,
you
know what I mean?
That's
like
real.
Relationships with this mixed family and being older. But I know that I want companionship. I also know, fuck this degree. That degree is not going to hold me. And I've had to let go of my accolades and my successes as my presentation for what attracts you to me.
Yep.
Because those things are not
for
on
saying
the box.
that.
And so
he's gonna go all in. Risk it all.
Get it right.
That boy in love.
So
what y'all not gonna do with that?
I realize now at 40, with all of the things that I have, and I already have a family, I'm still in competition with women that don't have children, with women that have never been in a situation and dealing with the trauma that I have. They might have more money. They might, like all of the things. There's somebody a little bit better. But now I'm of the mind of. My father passed away when he was 65. And that's the average lifespan of a black man.
I'm trying to tell you.
I'm 42 years old. You mean to tell me I got 20 years of good love? Mm-hmm. That offends me.
20 summers, yeah, it's crazy.
You know what I mean? Like, and now that I know that I want companionship, I want to add on 10 years. Right? I'll give up 5 years of my life to add on 10 years to yours so that we can thug it out a little bit longer. But it took for me to go through some things to understand that, all of the success I have, if I don't need somebody to meet or match all of the things. You have something valuable for me now. Anybody that can help me learn, because you can't tell me what to do, but you can help me learn. I appreciate teachers. And I want a man that has the courage to teach me and also check me, because I'm not always right. I'm in that space where I want that. I value it. But I also am looking like I don't want to be 50 years old, 70 years old. My mom is 72 and she's still dating. Right?
Shout out to her.
And but she's like, they're all married. You feel me? Like, as you get older, the men that are available also, many of them are still they're not leaving her. And so they're also entertaining, company. Not to say that she's dealing with a married man, but she told me, like, yeah, be ready.
You kind of just said
because but she said the dating pool is limited, and most of the men at that age and older are going to be married. So you got to make some decisions. So I made that decision now. Like, first of all, you got, like, I'm not trying to get up out of my situation. And I see a lot of women trying to figure out how to date. I feel very bad for them because I'm not swiping left or right. I ain't never been on an app.
As a traditional man, if a woman got down on one knee and asked you to marry her, are you saying yes, or are you saying
so? Check
get
it
up
out.
Off your knees?
For me, I'm not playing it, but that's something. My sister.
It's a real thing because one of my guys, it happened to him.
Look, bro. My sister just put a video of a young lady proposing to her guy in the group chat, right? And I'm like, I would any Thomas girl ass up and down the street for doing that kind of shit. My last name Thomas. So my daughters, my sisters, all you motherfuckers, y'all better know better because that's just not how it works. You
but doesn't a man want a woman to be submissive? Doesn't that?
That's not submissive.
But wait. As a man, if I know that this woman wants me so bad that she got down on one knee, that means I'm probably winning for the entirety of this relationship, right? Because think about asking a woman for her hand in marriage. What you're doing is you're submitting yourself to her. If it's reversed, she's submitting herself to you.
I don't feel like you're submitting yourself.
Did you get on your knee?
I feel like when you propose, that means I'm taking you as my wife. So that means that anytime when I get on,
you're asking.
No, you're taking her.
You're asking.
Well, you're asking for her hand in marriage, but you also have to remember that when you ask a woman's hand in marriage, then she becomes your responsibility. Everything about her belongs to you at that time. That's why her father walks her down the aisle and gives her away to you. You dig what I'm saying?
Did you get on one knee?
Yeah, I did. You know what I'm saying?
So it's almost like you're bowing to the woman.
Yeah, because right? I'm taking this oath serious. Like, you are mine.
And that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
But you are also submitting yourself to her.
That means
to her. And
well, I get it. That means my
life
is in your hands, right? But the thing is, when I ask you to be my wife, you do know that means that you belong to me.
She does not know that.
Well,
she does not know that.
She does. She has to know.
She does not know that.
Her father gives her to you.
What she knows is...
she's my responsibility now.
What that woman knows is what you have done is what she has wanted her entire life.
Mm-hmm.
You have now fulfilled the fantasy, right? She hasn't been taught to, hey, it's okay for me to open his door or to get down on one knee and ask a man for his hand in marriage, right? Because that's not tradition, right? But at the end of the day, what's wrong with a woman saying, hey, look, I want you so motherfucking bad.
That's masculine energy, bro.
That's not.
It's absolutely. If a woman is asking you to take your hand in marriage, that's not how it works. Because women don't listen.
That's
the
bro. Ultimate submit, bro.
Look, bro. But you gotta remember, women hold access to sex. Men hold access to marriage because we ask them to be our wives. A woman asking you to be your husband is not. That's not how it works, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not taking care of me. You're not bringing me into your house to be responsible for me. Everything that I do after I take you as my wife, I am the one that's why you take my last name, not I take hers. You dig what I'm saying?
Okay, cool.
Because you are making her a part of your family. She's part of building your lineage.
But her getting on one knee is saying, I want to be a part of you. That's how I take that. If a chick get down on one knee, I fucking won. You want to know why?
What do you win?
What do you mean? I won. I'm officially the king of everything.
I ain't gonna lie. She get down on one knee. It better be for a blowjob. Like
that part too. I'm not saying it's okay, right? What I'm saying is, as a man, if you are the most narcissistic person walking the earth, right, and a woman gets down on her knee to say, "Will you be mine?" That means she ultimately wants you for life and will deal with you in all of.
They don't necessarily.
That's also true.
Ask a woman that then got on her hands and knees.
I got a family
to ask a man to be married. Ask her how many times she's cheated. Now ask a woman. Ask a woman how many times she's been married or a man got on her man got on his knees, right, for his hand in marriage. How many times she's cheated? I guarantee you, the woman that asked that man to be married, she's probably cheated either 0 or less than 5%.
What age range?
So we got a comment from someone named Only Quinn. Hey, she's saying I agree with Law.
That's trash.
A woman isn't to ask a man hand for marriage. I believe it's beyond tradition.
It is beyond tradition, right? Yeah. It is something novel. Whose idea was marriage? It might be hers. So who gets the point? The person that suggested it or the person that ultimately asked? Because if I'm seeding it, if I'm talking about marriage, if I say, hey, I would be a wonderful wife, you would be a wonderful husband, and eventually you ask, right? Like, so whose is it? I didn't like, we...
You know what drives me nuts, y'all? Whenever I see a marriage proposal and she says no. I'm like, how does that happen?
How don't you know that she?
How do you not? You, like the only time I've ever seen a man get ready to get married is because we've been talking about it for the past 5 months.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like this is not new.
Who the woman's been talking?
Yeah,
about.
she didn't. We know, and I'm like, if we, like, you know, a lot of motherfuckers know you're gonna get married.
It's called pressure.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Motherfuckers, a lot of know.
I think there are some men that want to be married.
Some insecure men do that. Insecure men will ask a woman. A man that's not confident, a man that's that he has to know that this woman is not feeling him at all, and then he's
trying to lock her in.
And he's trying to lock her in. He goes to the ultimate. They haven't been talking
because this is what we've been dreaming about. So if you give her the thing,
exactly,
I don't know.
Thinking she's going to say yes. This is
she gotta say yes.
A stupid man, right? I ain't gonna say the R word, but.
Right. I'm just saying. So this is one of them things where if you proposing to a woman, y'all have had this conversation. Yeah. Y'all didn't thought about rings. She didn't fantasize about the fucking the wedding. You know what I'm saying? Like this is not news. It's when it happens that's the surprise.
Clearly, with the divorce rates being almost half, some people should have said no.
Well, I mean, but you know,
some people should not have asked.
The people that should have probably said no are the ones that are filing for divorce at an 80% clip. And the reason they do that is because I feel like a lot of women decide on, it was fun for a while. There's something better out there for me.
Not necessarily.
That's
what happens. Not necessarily. Like being divorced is not fun.
8 women file divorce at 80% rates, and they are also paid to do so. They know financially they are going to get a buffer. It behooves them to file divorce first. Because they know they're going to get something out of it.
If your partner has some assets.
Right, and if he doesn't have any assets, you probably should have married him anyway.
I mean, a lot of women want to be married.
Might not have
assets. They don't want to be wives, man.
People do. Like, when I married my husband, we didn't have anything, right? Like, we were building a life together. So when the divorce, and he actually filed for divorce, which was fine because we had been separated. But it was... I never thought about marriage as like money. You know, it really was like I have a person, we have a family, like we have each other to come home to. We started a business. We were hiring our family members. Like I started to understand how we could move as a unit, and that's what marriage represented to me. I feel like for him, it was I have a wife. My wife. This is what my wife does. It was never about him being a husband, for example. So I feel like even would I ask a man to marry me now? I would bring up the conversation. Absolutely.
There you go.
I can see myself being your wife.
Yeah, but
you're not proposing.
I mean,
that's not proposing.
You're not proposing.
That's just having that conversation.
Would you propose to a man?
Hell yeah.
Exactly.
Okay,
you propose to a man? No, she said she would.
I didn't. Okay,
but I think she's crazy.
Me? I'm crazy?
You said proposing to a man, yes.
I didn't propose. I said
No, if you would, I would say you would be crazy.
So why? What? Oh, that's fine.
Respectfully, I'm not trying to disrespect you, but I'm just saying.
That's fine. How far did I go? I bought a ring.
Damn.
I bought a ring.
Damn. God damn.
And
this woman bought a ring, y'all.
I told one person. And I think at that time I was so
she bought a ring.
Maybe not enamored with marriage, but feeling as though that was the only thing to get closer, right? Because again, didn't come from a space where relationships were talked about, and I just come out of a marriage. I dated my husband as a high schooler, and we got married. So I also didn't know how to be a girlfriend. I knew how to be a wife. And so with that frame of thought, I think I called one person, and she said, don't do nothing stupid.
She's straight.
She said, don't do nothing
stupid.
What is don't do nothing stupid? What was she saying?
She didn't say, because girls call each other bitches all the time.
Yeah, don't do no dumb shit. Bitch.
What was she implying?
Don't do no dumb shit.
What? Don't propose to him?
Whatever that is, whether it's how I was gonna do it, when I was gonna do it, if I was gonna do it. Right?
Or is it like, are you sure you want to?
She ain't going into the details. She just said, don't do no dumb shit.
Yeah,
and I just want to know what you thought.
A real friend, like who's like, I don't even know what to say right now, right? Because I can't judge what it is that you want. I can't judge how it is that you think you need to live. If this is something that you think you need to do. And so I thought about it,
Mm-hmm.
and I let it go. You know, because it.
I'm glad you did.
What'd you do with the ring?
I'll take it back.
You so petty.
I'm glad she did.
You gotta get your money back.
I said, anytime, girl, I'm whooping your ass up and down the street.
I was
For
finna
any-
end this live.
It wasn't because of some of it was because of how people judge you for what the fuck you choose to do. Because
I'm a judge.
in my head, I'm like,
definitely gonna
I didn't have
judge.
to say shit to nobody. I didn't have to tell nobody
Nobody
what I
would've
wanted
knew.
to do.
Nobody would've
No,
knew.
it was nobody's business what
It
I
wasn't.
wanted, right? And so that's when I knew I wasn't ready to be his wife. I talked too much.
Damn.
It wasn't nobody's business what I wanted. And that's what had me return the ring. Like, if I need to ask permission from anybody to do anything, I'm not ready.
I respect
to do
that.
nothing.
And I'm not
But
gonna
at
put
the
my
same
business out there,
time,
let me be clear.
my
But
thing
I get
is, as
You just gonna flip it back on
as
Fair.
traditional Terry, as I would say,
Traditional.
one thing that I would say is before you make a life decision like that, you always refer to someone, your elders.
All the time.
Before you ask for a woman's hand in marriage, you ask her father. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody
A
close to her.
trusted
Yeah.
guide.
Yeah, somebody, because you want to make sure that you not tripping. I don't want to be blinded by fucking love and all
Yeah.
that shit. Yo, I want to do this. Then the person that you ask, if they respected by that person, how do they receive that? If they look at you and be like, nigga, you tripping? No, fam, don't do it. They know something. You
What
dig?
if one of your daughter's guys come to you and say, I want your daughter's hand in marriage, and you, being traditional, like, all right, thank you for asking, but no. And she still marries him. Where are you at with that?
Well, that's different. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I haven't been faced with that. But my thing is, if I feel like a dude gonna do that, I know him already.
Right.
You're not gonna come to me 2-3 weeks and be like, yeah, I wanna. Hold on, little nigga. Relax.
Yeah.
Relax, fam. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like
Baby.
I know my daughter. I know my daughter. Look, listen, bro. I'm gonna ask you, is you sure? Cause she's a tough cookie. You dig what I'm saying? Whatever you.
And I set the bar very high. Right?
Not only that, but like Joe, shit. Just make sure you sure. You know what I'm saying? You sure? You're not gonna come to me 2-3 weeks. You're not gonna come to me 6 months and be like, yeah, I'm ready.
Look,
you should look.
Do people ever use their best men? And you know, like, so you have
Facts.
people set up.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Use
like,
their best man for what?
For like that
period,
as
you
a
know?
person to.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
is
not
it
me,
for show
not me.
or do you all
Well,
literally?
yeah,
like,
but you-
Not me. I didn't use my best men for anything.
You didn't, but your wife did.
For what?
She used her.
like, fuck you know.
No.
You see it, Lee?
Your wife used her best friends and
Those
brothers.
best friends.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All right.
I got that mixed up.
You can imagine me way out of it.
No, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying your wife did. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
You did what I'm saying, so to speak. So it's like
She used you to vet.
Yeah,
You
like
used
to
to-
like
when
to
I
a
first-
degree.
when we first-
Like I said, the motherfucker told me like, "Hey, this the one." So I'm like, "Shit, what's up?" You feel me? Like, what's up?
And then when I first met this nigga, he was grilling me like a motherfucker.
No, he was that guy?
He know my wife. He knew
Okay.
he grew up with my wife. So I'm like, when I met him, I'm like,
She
oh,
will.
who's this nigga?
She
She asking me all these questions.
Well, she already told you
No,
that I was a pro
yeah.
and this, that, and the other.
Yeah,
So
but
she
He asked me
But
questions.
see, that shit would have been weird to me, right? I'd be like, fam, like, fuck you. Like,
No, but
I
like
need to
me,
go to fuck you more.
Right.
no, me, I was just like, no, because I knew he was cool or whatever before I met him. But I was just like, oh, what's up, man? Like, we just talk. And I ain't look at it like, man, fuck on, man.
I want to grill him on that.
He was like-
I was asking real shit, like just chopping it up.
I
Like,
mean, so if we keeping it real, right? So,
Mhm.
like, my mind goes to, bro, like, why are you so invested? And,
I get it. You know what I'm saying?
no, you ain't gotta go there. Like,
But-
I was one of them niggas like you know how one of the guys like if a woman come to you and say I got a male best friend, right?
okay.
You know how your mind can
I don't
go.
believe in that shit either.
Your mind, right? That's what I'm saying. Typically, a man thinks like, "Come on, man."
some bullshit.
But I didn't let my mind go that route. I just was like, whatever. And then as time went on, It was like, okay, if they messed around, that would have showed itself.
Yeah, it
would have showed itself.
Yeah.
I feel like it would have showed itself.
I mean, what niggas got Oscars out here, man? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
he is a director.
They said. So look,
like that one.
Right. So look.
I don't trust no one.
But one thing about it, motherfuckers do. After a while, when you see what it is, you understand. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like all my like, bro. I got real friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's one of them. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker hit me like, this is years before they was even rocking, and she like, this the one. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's cool.
I
like,
say
but it's a rarity.
Yeah,
you know
but
saying?
you gotta remember too.
It is a rarity.
Yeah, it's a rarity, but also the history is different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I'm the type of nigga. I'm 100 all the time. I'm 100. If my homie girl is never looked at that way, it's not. I don't give a fuck what the fuck happens. You know what I'm saying? My homie girl. Once you do my homie girl, it's
I feel that.
The blinders are up,
and that's where it began. My old homie, you feel me?
Yeah.
But we was always family. You know what I'm saying? Like always family. So when new,
Oh man, you're such a good fucking guy.
you know what I'm saying? I do what I can. You know what I'm
Traditional
saying?
ass.
But I still smoke a nigga.
traditional Terry.
Traditional Terry when I get on my traditional shit. But no, that's the homie. That's shit. One of my best friends. Period.
That's dope.
And so when it came to it, like shit, she's, hey, cool. Let me know. Like that's what's up. And years just kept building. We was just shit. This is my dog.
Like since 2015.
You know what I'm saying? This is my dog. You dig what I'm saying?
I feel weird now though.
What's wrong?
Because all my friends and people I'm like close to are married, and I'm not right.
We waiting on you,
You in
nigga.
good company then, bro.
First
Hey,
of all,
look, man,
this is why
You good,
I
bro?
waited so long. First, it started from the household. I'm just started from there. My father never been married, but he had 3 baby mamas.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot. So the example really wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
But at the
You
same
grew up
time,
in the household with your pops?
my mother passed away. My
Okay.
my birth mother passed away. So it was my stepmom,
Mm-hmm.
my other stepmom, and my pops.
Okay.
Because this household, bounce forth, back and forth. You know how that shit go. Because he got kids here, he got kids here. So with that being said, I had uncles though that's been married. So I had examples. It's just the other stuff that I seen that deteriorated me from it. Even with my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you getting married? Because I feel like a lot of them got married for the wrong reason. Family members too. Like, are you really getting married for love? Are you getting married financially? You get married because now you tired of, you done ran through everybody, both of y'all. Now y'all ready to sit y'all ass down. Like, it's too many questions for me.
I think it should be a plethora of everything.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You can't do it for just one reason.
But I'm not saying this for one reason, but it made me think, why am I really gonna do it? You know what I'm saying? Why I haven't had kids yet? Because like I don't want to have kids with just anybody. No, shut the club, boy. Well,
Hey, yeah.
but you know what? My problem is
That was weird.
I somehow.
That was weird.
Got it.
Look,
That's
that's
right. They just gave up.
It's interesting what y'all dap, like the dap and the non-dap.
You don't know.
Like what? Like
You don't know how
She said
what people
you
in
don't know.
versus what's like.
Hey, look, he's just saying he tried.
I was put it like
Good job.
Let me put it to you like this. I'm happy he's married, and he knows why. North Avenue, Damon, and everything in between, we was a fool. Ain't no secret. Am I lying?
Yeah.
We had a good time in our earlier years. I'm happy.
Gang. I love it. Listen, man, listen. Look, bro, I
I
appreciate
just thought
y'all,
shit.
man.
I'm sorry.
Look, bro, I appreciate y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all all been faxing off family, but you know what I'm saying? This is the first time we had a chance to sit down in Good Energy Studios and chop it up and have a good time.
I got one question.
Go for it, brother.
When are we pulling up?
Oh, so we got something in the works, Joe. What we
Okay.
got in the works? What we meeting y'all at?
What we pulling up?
We got the keys or something?
So the marina,
Yeah.
Chicago's finest marina, to do a live right on
Yeah,
the
we
river.
gonna.
Are we putting it up to a live?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
big on collaborations, right? And that's what more people need to do because you'd be surprised what happens when you actually collaborate.
It's the biggest one.
We got a ton of them.
So
We collab with everybody.
you know, and you know, I ain't collabing with just weak ass motherfuckers,
Yeah.
like people
Yeah.
who are on brand, you know what I'm saying, and that type of thing. So that's coming up. It's gonna be crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be crazy.
And we're doing something nice, though. We got
Holy
something.
shit.
You know what I'm saying? This happened sooner than we expected. Honestly, tonight did. So you know what I'm saying? It was something we was talking about
Yeah,
Saturday
for
at
sure.
the event. You know what I'm saying? You know, I like
Ooh, with all the men's.
You feel me?
Shout
Shout out to
Oh,
his
yeah.
men's
His
spot.
men's
She was in
spot.
heaven.
Hey,
On
Home
110
Depot
ounces,
and
you know what I'm
his
saying?
men's spot.
Another one walk in, she gonna get mad.
Man.
Real
No,
today.
it was a good time. It was good to see so many brothers in there getting their toes done. And, yeah.
Yeah, we were smoking cigars in the back. Niggas was getting their nails and they toes done.
It's nothing more attractive than a relaxed black man.
We was in there. It was
Yeah.
good, man. It
And the
was
shoes was stepping.
Yeah,
Everybody
the
was
shoes
fresh.
was-
Hey, you know how I go.
Yeah.
Niggas, hey, no
Yeah.
niggas was
That's
not
how it
coming
should
up.
be.
Not,
Shouldn't be
Mine ain't
like
never
that.
that. It ain't Mike's ain't trying to hit that
You
shit.
already know.
He ain't
I ain't
trying to hit nothing. He gonna have a suit on with mics on.
I love them. I love them. I want those.
I ain't mad at
It
them.
ain't- it
So
ain't-
listen, y'all.
I want
Let me
those.
know. Do us a favor. Go back around. We're gonna start with Out West CL. Let them know where to find you, what you got going on, and what's up next, Joe.
Out West CL, found me on all platforms. We supposed to be shooting. Let's talk about a shot next Wednesday.
Let's get.
And E2, you been
Wednesday
Yeah.
shit.
Gotta get you to pull up. It's been a while. You definitely gotta come. Gotta get a bossy though,
Awesome.
cause me and him be a tour.
okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But, you know what? You study antagonizing me too. I peep you. But
It's
nah,
home team.
But shout out to these guys. Shout out to my guys. Young,
Yeah.
Jatim, LaValle. Let's talk
Yeah.
about the shy.
Yeah.
So that's for me to be here multiple times. I'm blessed to come through. I'm blessed to come through. I'm definitely gonna have to pull up on the corner one of these days just to fuck with y'all
Let's
on
get
some
it.
real shit. And you know, of course, I normally talk black on brand, but today I ain't got nothing on.
It's all good.
I ain't got nothing on. So, and I do want to shout out one person that's really doing their thing out here. Soleil. Soleil is doing her thing, and she's on the west side of Chicago on Central, Park, and Roosevelt. She come a long way from what she's
That's
doing.
dope. Shout out.
That's one person I can
That's
really
Brittany,
put
right?
out there that's doing her thing on the food.
Soleil the restaurant.
And she
Yeah.
got Soleil too. You might want to
This-
put up to that one because she does the ladies' night. I think like on Tuesday. So
This a
really
sign
dope.
for me to go check this place out because they were just talking about this place Saturday in the barbershop. So I need to
Oh,
check
shout out
this
to my man
motherfucker out.
Chili Yo. He just gave me the fresh
Something
CHI hat, which is one of a kind down in
Something
Atlanta. So, you know.
Go ahead, young lady.
All right, so you can follow me on Instagram at Kels the Yogi. I teach a all levels yoga class at the Woodlawn Studio 1200 West 79th Street. Is it West 79th Street? East 79th Street in Woodlawn, 645. Check me out in Chicago News Weekly. I write for Cannabis Corner, so all
Dope.
things weed related.
Dope.
There is a equity workshop tour coming to Chicago October 7th, absolutely free. You can definitely find that in Chicago News Weekly, cnwmedia.com. And also check me out on WVON every Wednesday, 5:30 on the Buchanan and Hill show. I have a little environmental spot trying to save people's lives, talking about climate change and shit. So, yeah, thank you
Dope.
for having me.
Dope shit.
Dope.
Now this is weird for me. Okay, it's almost like when y'all ask me, "How's your week been?"
No one asked you.
Right? Yeah. Look,
She can be an asshole.
it's the Corner Convo everywhere.
Spicy.
YouTube, IG, thecornercombo.com. Go ahead and get your merch. You know what I mean? This is our #1 seller. You know what I mean? Socks. Yeah, we got all that. Tees, everything else. I don't know, man. This ain't my thing, man. I got people to do this type of shit, man.
Face it.
Just had a real light skin.
He does that.
Love that shit.
No offense, Frank, but that was light skin as hell.
It's a real thing,
Super
though,
light
man.
skin
It's
with
a real
mics
thing.
on.
It's a
This
real
is
thing,
guys.
man. Just look, like, comment, you know what I mean, subscribe, share if you fuck with the content. And when it's all said and done, like, take the craft seriously. You know what I mean? Just don't think you can sit down and talk to motherfuckers. Like, really take the craft seriously. It's money here. and link with the right people, get the right team. That's all I can tell you.
Get you and me.
You did. Faces. So check it, yo. I appreciate you, brothers and sisters. You
Well,
dig what I'm saying? I was coming. I wouldn't. Come on
Oh,
now.
wow.
You know what I'm saying?
You swung out of move.
That wouldn't even be a pause.
Yeah, you just-
She's female. Listen, but seriously, yo, check it. I appreciate y'all coming. Of course, if you want to follow me, it's your boy Chicago Outlaw, the West Side Legend. ChicagoUtlaw. The same O in Chicago is the same O in Outlaw. It's only one. And then if you want to follow us, it's the Facts and Law Pod Show. It's a pod show, not a podcast. You need to see this fly. And then Facts.
And if you want to follow me, you can follow me on Instagram. That's IAM__FACTS. The same I and. Ooh,
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute.
I don't know. Look, and if you want to follow us on Facebook and TikTok, it's the Facts and Law Pod Show. And, if y'all love what y'all saw, love the guests, love the conversation, please hit the like, hit the subscribe, comment,
all that.
please. And also, if you ain't doing this organically, you're not doing it.
I'm trying to tell
We're
you.
building this thing brick for brick.
Brick by brick. That organic shit. You
Yes,
feel
sir.
me? Hey, listen. We can tell. Anytime you have all those goddamn likes and you ain't got no comments and people not engaging, shit looks fugazi. Stop buying that shit. That's why y'all pages be getting took. I'm not talking about you. Not you.
Really
No,
just
listen.
say that.
No. But no, that's why I'm saying, Joe, listen. Just know we can see when it's organic. We can see when you putting the work in. We can see when you build it. Brick by brick. But yeah. That's all I got.
And we love all the likes, all the support. Thank you guys. And y'all know what it is. Life is good.
I'm trying to tell you.
We gonna catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
You dig.
Thank you guys.